It's really never been easier.
With 2 events to go in the ABSA Off-Road Championship, there is no clear-cut favourite to win the overall production vehicle or special vehicle championships. There are 4 likely winners of the coveted Production Vehicle Championship, with reigning champions Hannes Grobler and Richard Leek in the proudly South African Nissan Hardbody holding on to a slender 8-point lead over teammates and former champions Janelle de Villiers and Francois Jordan. Grobler and Leek have 3 wins to their credit, while de Villiers and Jordan have 2 under their belts. Another Nissan crew, Alfie Cox and Ralph Pitchford in the Arnold Schatz Cars Nissan Hardbody, has 5 successive Class D wins and 165 points to its credit, and could well clinch the championship if either of the factory crews falter on the Toyota Dealer 400 in Mpumalanga or the Carnival City Casino 400 in Gauteng in October and November, respectively. Team Ford Racing's Neil Woolridge and Ken Schulthammer haven't won a race this season, but their consistency has paid off, and they are 4th and only trail the leaders by 30 points in the overall and Class T standings. Reigning Class E champions Mark Cronje and Chris Birkin are still in with a chance of picking up a second-class championship if the Nissan crew fails to finish the last 2 events. Cronje and Birkin's 4-cylinder Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i has been outgunned by the more powerful V6-powered Nissan and Ford vehicles, and they will have to depend on reliability if they hope to win back-to-back championships. 6th place, Hugo de Bruyn and his father Jaap have clinched the Class E championship in their Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i, and with 2nd place Niels van der Walt out of action for the foreseeable future due to back injuries sustained when he and wife Zelda crashed their Nissan Hardbody into a donga during the Mafeking 500, the battle for 2nd and 3rd place will be between 4 Class E crews. Team Ford's development crew, Bupumzi Rubeluza and Kulili Fakaliso, who hail from Pietermaritzburg, Northwest Province farmers Hein Mulman and Cecil Fincham in the 4x4 Mega World Toyota Hilux KZTE, Rotax Max World Karting Champion and off-road rookie Gavin Cronje and Robin Houghton in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i, and Petersburg-based brothers Yuri and Andre Duplessis in the BB Auto Nissan Hardbody are separated by 40 points, and it's anyone's guess who will pocket the runner-up spot. The battle for 3rd place in Class D will be between 7th placed Henry Zamatin and Bodo Zwegler, who have finished every race in their trusty Mastercraft PlayStation Pajero, and former rally driver Paolo Piazza Musso and Rod Herring, who are 11th overall and 4th in the Class D Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. The Class F title will no doubt go to Andre Buerta and Beans Heidenrich in the Kopenhagen Hotel Super Team Chevy, unless someone comes along and wins the class on the remaining 2 events. Despite having an 85-point lead over his closest rivals, Atang Mahekaneni, who has won 3 events in the total Jimco, is under threat from 2 Class A crews, who have each won 1 event this season and could just steal his thunder in the overall Special Vehicle Drivers' Championship. Finishing each of the remaining events will be top priority for the winner of the Nissan Dealer 400, the Toyota 1000 Desert Race and the Sun City 400, if he and co-driver Bix Carolyn hope to win the Special Vehicle and Class A championships. However, Mark Corbett in the Century Property Developments BAT and John West Smith in the Kopenhagen Hotel Super Team Jimco have each won an event this season and are within reach of the championship crown if either crew wins the last 2 events and the championship leader fails to finish. Where Smith is on form and came desperately close to winning the recent Mafeking 500. Former Class B champions Marcus Taylor and Mark Deschelaine in the JRE are second on the overall championship log and stand an outside chance of winning the overall championship if neither of the top three contenders finish and they finish on the podium on the next two events. However, ninth place Audrey Roets and Dion de Kock in the global DADWPP, who led the Class B championship until the midway point in the season, and reigning special vehicle drivers champion Giel Nel in the Look ATE Truggy, could well emerge the winners if the leaders fail to finish the remaining events. Nel has a reputation for coming from behind to snatch the overall and class titles. 11th placed Mohammed Noble and Richard Hope in the Abe's Furniture Race Co. have the Class S title in their sights, but will have to compete in the Gauteng event if they hope to beat Nardis Alberts and Colin Hunter in the Rapsa Race Co. to the post. Alberts and Hunter won the class on last year's Toyota Dealer 400. The Toyota Dealer 400, the penultimate round of the ABSA Off-Road Championship, will again be run in the Lydenburg area on October the 22nd and 23rd and will feature a new route for the main event. Documentation and scrutineering will again be at Lydenburg Toyota in Voortrekker Street, Lydenburg, from 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon on Friday, following which competitors will complete the 36-kilometer prologue, which will again be based at the Badfontein Boereverenigingszaal in the Quena Basin area to determine the starting order for Saturday's main event. The route for the main event will start and finish at the Lydenburg Rugby Club in Kantoor Street, which will also be the designated service point and is significantly different to that of last year. Competitors will be required to complete 2 laps of a 199-kilometer loop that will be considerably slower than last year's and include numerous river crossings, rocky sections and mountainous terrain. There will be 2 decontrol sections on each lap, one of 8 kilometers and another of 19 kilometers, to bypass inaccessible terrain and link sections of the route. This is the second time that SA Motorsport Club will be organising the Toyota Dealer 400, and Johan Hasie Haasbroek has laid out a stunning route that will put competitors and their vehicles to the test and provide numerous spectating opportunities.
The South